5 top podcasts to pay attention to, 5 top podcasts that I am listening to right now. These are in no particular order. There is a reason why I am listening to these podcasts. They are done by very smart people. They are done by people that are very tuned in with what is going on in the world at the moment. These are people that have a rebel streak in them to an extent as well. When you're looking at from a mainstream media perspective, these people are almost rebels in what they're doing. These people are very intelligent, they're very smart, they know what's going on, and I'm a firm believer in that. That is why I thoroughly enjoy listening to these podcasts, and this is why I recommend this to you. So in no particular order, number 1, Rebel Capitalist show by George Gammon. Love listening to this show. George normally does 2 or 3 episodes a day, what's going on in the world, World Economic Forum, that sort of stuff, how oil impacts everything, basically everything that you could think that's going on. George really takes it to the mainstream media, CNN, the Fed, you name it, George is taking it to them, and with good reason as well. The thing I like most about George is he actually spends a lot of his time in Medellin, or Medellin, depending on what form of Spanish you want to speak, down there in Colombia. Gets a lot of great guests on the podcast as well, and he's just pumping that content out there very appropriately. Great show, and I'll probably say at the end of each show, hey, go and listen to it. It's a foregone conclusion. Please do go out and check all of these out. Number 2, the Peter Schiff show. Peter's a very outspoken person. He's very clued up with managing, I think he's managed banks before, a bit of real estate here and there, I believe. Also, bond markets, these sorts of things. Again, Schiff is normally on the money on most things that he talks about. You will see him a lot on American TV coverage. Again, similar, there's an underlying theme with all these podcasts. They are very similar in the things that they are talking about, but they are also providing their own spin on things as well. Very intelligent person, very articulate. The voice can get a bit monotonous, probably a bit like mine after a while, because it just feels like he's shouting at the mic for 45 minutes an episode. But he's very, very clued up, very intelligent, very bullish on silver, very bullish on gold, very bullish on mining stocks at the moment. Believes that there's a lot of underlying value at present in the market. That is something I would also agree with, and something that you should probably look into as well if you're looking to capitalize on that moving forward. Palisades Gold Radio is another good one. Number 3, Palisades Gold Radio. Again, very, very good show. They have a lot of wonderful content, speaking to a lot of people. For example, they will speak to, Rebel Capitalist George Gammon himself. Jeff Snyder, will come on to him later on. Eric Townsend, as well. Chris Irons, who does Quoth the Raven. Spoiler alert, that's number 4. And again, it's just a very, 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 very good show. What's going on in the world at the moment? How are people reacting to it? What can we do to protect ourselves moving forward? Surprise, surprise. Again, a lot of these people are saying the same thing. Metals are the way forward. Mining stocks might be for you, they might not be for you. But there's a lot of crazy crap going on in the world. You might listen to it and you think, hey, these people are all tinfoil hatters. I assure you that they are not. I thoroughly enjoy listening to them for the one reason that they are offering that contrarian view, and in my opinion, the correct view of what is going on at the moment. We've had pandemics, we've had various diseases and viruses go around and about, unnecessary lockdowns, all this sort of crap that certain people were up in arms about a few years ago, and it's now starting to come to fruition. It's starting to bear fruit, and we're starting very slowly to get the real truth out about what is going on. And these are things, values and thoughts that all of these people have in common, that I have in common with them. This is why I'm recommending this to you to go and at least check out in your own time. But Palisades Gold Radio, some fantastic interviews. Quoth the Raven, this is done by Chris Irons. I like Quoth the Raven purely because he's no nonsense bullshit. Chris Irons is absolutely no nonsense. He's swearing quite a lot of the time. I don't know why, but I have an affinity with that because he's just being himself. He's being natural. And he's a complete contrarian as well. Love the guy. Really, really good. I'd love to get him on the show at some point too. I would say releases weekly, but it's sort of as and when. He's well known for the Fringe Finance blog. Go and check that out as well. A lot of great content and information on there. But Quaff the Raven, search for that. And then finally, Euro Dollar University with Jeff Snyder. Jeff is one of, if not the most articulate person on this list. He just understands things that other people don't seem to grasp, and he has a very good way of explaining it and keeping it relatively simple. And that's why that podcast is on this list. So top 5 podcasts that I'm listening to right now, and top 5 podcasts that you should start paying more attention to. It's a Rebel Capitalist Show, George Gammon. The Peter Schiff Show, that's a lot of S's. Number 3, Palisades Gold Radio. Number 4, Quaff the Raven, that's by Chris Irons. Number 5, Euro Dollar University with Jeff Snyder. You'll get a lot of value out of them. You'll get a lot of great content out of them. And hopefully that will start to open your eyes even more so to what is really going on and what is coming down the road as well. Because what concerns me, what concerns these people as well, is that there's a lot of crazy stuff coming down the road, but people don't seem to be awake to it. People don't seem to be alert. They don't seem to understand what's going on, or possibly they don't seem to want to know what's going on. These shows will help you. They help me a lot. It's like my new peer group, these people. I thoroughly appreciate the time that they have given to create this content, and I hope to replicate that moving forwards. The top 5 podcasts to pay attention to. All of that being said, Christmas next week. Have a great Christmas as well, and hasta luego.